What's up guys, how are you guys doing? In this video we're gonna be finally doing a Star Savior video. Star Savior, I've been kind of slowing down on Star Savior, but Faye just came out and I ended up getting her, so I figured I'd just do a quick character review for her. Okay, and it's gonna be like a character guide as well, so it's gonna be a continue of the the character guides and stuff like that. So I ended up pulling her. I had like 8,000 gems and I ended up pulling her and her card together, which is freaking amazing. So now we're gonna talk about her. Okay, so as you guys saw on the beginning of the video. Okay, so let's talk about what she does and how good she is. Okay, so Faye right here is, I have her at 35k combat power, and I have her with on a crit damage set. Okay, and there is a reason why I went with a crit damage set. Okay, so let's talk about what she does. Okay, when it comes to her resonance, as always we're gonna talk about her resonance. So her resonance 6, what does it? It gives her the sense of protection that increases her effective resistance by certain percentage, right? And then she also gets the 4% attack here, and then at resonance 10 she gonna get more attack, and then she's gonna get even more attack right here. Okay, so very simple basic upgrades on her, like I'm saying, resonance and stuff like that. Okay, and when it comes to her passive, she actually comes with a passive, so you don't need dupes on her as much, but what her passive does is, so we're gonna talk about the E0 dupe, the 0 dupe version of the passive and the max dupe version of the passive. Okay, we're gonna talk about that. Okay, so it says grant Faye evasion up for 1 turn at the start of the battle and at the end of each turn, right? So every turn, every time a turn in this, she's gonna get evasion up, which is pretty good, right? And then it says increases self attack by 2% on evasion after being attacked, stack up to 5 times, right? That's freaking amazing right here. And yeah, her passive is pretty simple. Okay, so it gives her attack up, like a stacking up attack increase, and it also gives her evasion, right, which is her main mechanic. Okay, and this is also why she's really good for PvP right here. Okay, compared to like PvE. Okay, she's not that good in PvE, but PvP very strong. Okay, and then if we look at her max dupe, what it does is increase Faye attack by 15%, right, and then it will grant Faye evasion up. So this thing, the turn right here, the evasion up for 1 turn thing, doesn't increase or decrease, right, with dupe. So you guys definitely do not need any dupe on her. Okay, which is amazing. All right, if it was a case where like at level 2 this would be like a 2 turn, level 3 is gonna be like 3 turn and stuff like that, that would have been kind of annoying because it will be like a must get like dupe. Okay, but right now she doesn't need any dupe. Okay, and then yeah, she gets the evasion up, but then the increased self attack by 4% on evasion after being attacked, stack up to 5 times, right? So the attack increase went from 2% to 4%, right? So not a lot of increase, but when this thing stacks up, it's a lot higher, right, when it comes to like the attack up buff right here. Okay, so very simple passive. And now let's talk about her basic card right here. Okay, so her basic card, she doesn't have any crazy like debuffs or anything, but it's just a basic card right here. What does it? Swiftly slashes the enemy with a quick blade and grants self 1 stack of chill, right? Very simple right there. And then when you Nova Bursted, it temporarily deals 1 more toughness fixed damage and grants self attack up for 1 turn on attack, right? So very good, right? More attack buff for herself right here. Very good right there. And then we have her passive, which is her main thing right here. She doesn't have an active skill, she have a passive. Okay, what it does is triggers Lunar Shadow, right? Lunar Shadow is pretty much a counter attack she triggers, right, on the attacker. So it says trigger Lunar Shadow on the attacker on evasion after being attacked, right? So every time she evade, she actually going to be casting the Lunar Shadow skill right here. Okay, and then it says grants self sure hit for 1 turn and 2 stack of chill. Inflict the enemy with attack down as well, right, for 1 turn with 100% chance, right? So she have attack down buff, and she also gonna get a thing called sure hit, right? What this means is it says guarantees attack hit and ignores preemptive guard chance on attack. So somebody like Heal Day is not gonna be countering her anytime soon, okay? Because she's just gonna ignore Heal Day's, where Heal Day like jumps in front of the one you are attacking and like blocks the damage for them. Yeah, she's just gonna ignore that and go straight to that the one she wanna attack, okay? Which is amazing right here. So that's the sure hit effect she have, and then she have attack down right here by 30% on whoever she hit, right? So very good skill right here, and very powerful effect right here. Okay, of course, since it's not a skill, there's no Nova Burst for this. Okay, and then we got her ultimate. If we look at what it does, it gives her attack up, right? And then it says attack the enemy with a moon cleaving slash, grants self attack up for 2 turn, penetrates 20% of the target's defense if chill is at max stack on attack, right? So you definitely want to use this once you have max chill stack, right? You could get max chill stack from her basic attack, and you could also get 2 chill stack right here on when she counters. So yeah, very easy to get that chill stack right here, okay? And then yeah, 20% of the target defense if chill is at max stack on attack, right? And she'll also removes all chill stacks, right, after attacking, right? So that makes sense. So she's gonna be defense breaking them when she attack if she have max chill stack, and then she gonna be removing the chill stack, and then you're gonna have to, you know, stack the chill again, okay? So very, very good right there. And then when you Nova burst is, it will say self toughness fixed damage temporarily increase by 1 on attack, right? Very, very good right there. So yeah, her kit is very simple but very, very powerful, okay? And when it comes to gear, I went with this right here. The reason I went with a crit damage set is because of her card right here, okay? So her card, what her card gives is her Arcana. So this thing right here, what it gives her a very, very powerful effect right here, okay? So this thing is the other effect on the Arcana is very basic, right? It's attack increase and health increase right here, okay? And then if you look at the second one, it gives her a crit damage increase, as you can see, right? Okay, so it does give her a crit damage increase as well, right? Which is really good. And then the one effect you guys want on her is this right here. Okay, this thing is absolutely broken. So what it does is her Lone Seeker effect right here you get from the Arcana. It's only Fae only exclusive, right? So this is a Fae exclusive effect, and it says increase max toughness by 1 and grant essence of the Celestial Art right here for 1 turn on evasion after being attacked. This is very powerful, okay? Because what this does is it gives her 100% crit rate chance, which is crazy. So this is why you guys do not need any crit rate on her, okay? Especially if you have the Arcana, okay? But if you guys do not have the Arcana for her, then you guys can definitely go for you know, the crit damage, the crit rate set, okay? It will be much better for her. But if you guys have the Arcana, then definitely make sure to use a crit damage set on her, okay? It's this thing right. But if you guys don't have it, use this one right here, that increases the crit rate by 30%. You could also go for, like, you know, attack set right here, but I think a crit damage or crit rate set is probably the best one, okay? And then for, like, you know what I'm saying, the bonus stats and stuff like that, she doesn't need a lot of speed because she mainly relies on countering. So you mainly want to do effective chance, crit rate, crit damage, and then probably attack right here, okay? So on all of her gear, okay? That's what you guys want on her. You guys can't throw in like a couple like defense and HP just to make it a little bit tanky on some of the bonus status, but mostly you guys want these 3 stats specifically right here: the crit rate, crit damage, and effective chance on here, because the effective chance also increases her chance of landing the attack down, right, when she counters, right? And then for the 2 set, Valor set is the way to go, right, for any DPS. So yeah, very simple kit right here. And then yeah, of course we have her at max 25 you know, affinity right here. And yeah, man, Faye, she's absolutely broken, especially for PvP, man. Yeah, she's gonna be a problem, and she's definitely gonna be meta for PvP right here, okay? So that is Faye for you. And lastly, is she worth going for? I think yeah, if you guys have lacking like a good like PvP DPS character, then I'll say yeah, definitely summon for her, because she's actually gonna be really good, okay? But if you guys don't care about PvP and stuff like that, I think you guys can skip her. Her kit is not that crazy, right, for PvE especially. So yeah, and after Faye is you know, the giant, like the chick that's holding like a giant sword. She's gonna be coming after her. So if you guys want to go for her, then go for her, okay? But yeah, I went with her because I like her design and stuff like that, right? But yeah, thank you for watching, and of course let me know what you guys think about Faye. And yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, and bye bye.